welcome back to my channel and this tea time with Celina video. Today, I'm not drinking hot tea because it is freaking crazy warm in Sweden right now. It's actually like a record-breaking heat right now, which is crazy. So I have here my iced tea instead. I've actually made this all by myself. It is green tea mixed with some mint. Do you call it mint? Maybe you call it mint. And honey and lime. It is amazing. I don't have any ice cubes though. It's been sitting in the fridge for a while, so it is cold as you... I don't know if you can see that, but it is cold. It looks like, seriously, it looks like pee in the glass, but it is good. It is good. So before moving on to the topic of the video, I of course need to know what you are drinking right now. If you don't have anything in your hand right now, you need to go to your kitchen and get some iced tea, hot tea, coffee, hot chocolate, water, whatever you prefer, and then come back. I will wait for you for a second. Okay, are you done? Let's get right into the video. Got a hole in my lip. Cheers. Yeah, so anyway, it's like a heat record in Sweden right now, and we're doing the best to manage. We're not used to this kind of heat. Iced tea is a good way to go, and it is so freaking hot here in my studio. I'm trying to work and I'm trying not to like freak out all the time, but it's hard. Anyways, in this video, we're gonna talk about something that you guys have been asking for such a long time. It's been on my video list forever, and I just decided that I'm gonna do it today. And I'm actually here right now because I'm doing a product shoot for my new web shop. Super exciting. I'm gonna tell you more about that later. Doing a lot of product shoots right now. I wanted to kind of break it off with just doing a tea time with Celina video because it's been such a long time. And I'm so happy that you like these kind of videos because they're fun to do. Seriously, I'm probably gonna be a little weird this video because it's so hot in here. We're gonna touch on two topics today. Well, the main theme is brand ambassador for a, well, nail brand, because I am a brand ambassador for a nail brand, but you can of course use this for any type of brand. Two things. How did I become a brand ambassador for Light Elegance? And the second thing we're gonna talk about is how do you become a brand ambassador for a brand? So let's start with my little journey. Okay, so this is gonna be like a quick recap of my backstory because some of you have heard this like a million times, but we're gonna go through it very, very quickly. So in 2005, I was trained and got my license. It's not called license in Sweden, but I got my diploma here in Sweden, and it was with a brand called Canon. I didn't work with nails full-time after that. I took a break. I was working as a professional dancer and choreographer for about 7-8 years something. I got back into nails in 2013, and at that time the distributor for Cal in Sweden, she wasn't a distributor anymore, so it was really hard to get my hands on that product. I even went to Denmark and tried to get my hands on it. I even reached out to England, like the UK distributor, because that's where it's kind of based. And I asked them if they wanted to do some kind of a collaboration, kind of a startup for a distribution ship of some sort. But they were apparently not very interested, and so I figured I am gonna leave this ship. I'm gonna find something else. So I started to do some research here in Sweden. At that time, I would say the Light Elegance and another Swedish brand called ReQ was kind of the biggest brands. Oh god, this is so good. Okay. So I looked into the price point and I found that Ricoh and Light Elegance, they were the brands that you got most out of your money. So I just kind of counted the mils and how much I paid for each mil of gel and compared that to other brands around Sweden. And yeah, Light Elegance or Ricoh was the brands that I was most interested in. And after that, I went to the Swedish distributor in Sweden, of course, Swedish distributor in Iceland. No, but I went to the Swedish distributor and I looked around and I found that Light Elegance, they were more into like nail art type of things. They had more colors, more glitters. Ricoh was kind of more into competition style at that time. And I figured that I want to do more nail art than competitions. So I started working with Light Elegance. I seriously fell in love with it right away. The previous brand, Cal-Gel, that is a Sokof brand. So I was used to working with super runny products. And then when I moved over to Light Elegance, that was hard gel. So you have to file it off, you can't soak it. It's a totally different way of building your apex. I had no idea how to build an apex. I didn't know how to shape a nail because that wasn't something that I was taught in my training, because that isn't something that Cal-Gel didn't put that much time into, because it is a Sokof system. So you don't really build an apex, you do really short nails. Well, at that time, I'm gonna say at that time. This is 13 years back. I don't know about Cal-Gel right now. I don't know about Ricoh right now. I'm talking about this time of period, like back in 2013. Okay, I'm not bashing on anyone. I'm just saying that. I'm just telling you how it was. It was totally different. I was a bit scared at first, but at the same time, I was super excited because now I could actually build a nail. I could make it thick and build structure. Instagram was very, very, very new. And I started to post on Instagram and it kind of just blew up. I also got all my famous singer friends from my dance career and I got them to come to me and get their nails done, and then I took pictures of them. Everyone thought that I was the new big thing in Sweden. I wasn't, but I made them think that. I think like 6 months after I got back in 2013, I got calls from all the major record labels in Sweden because they wanted to send their international singers to me, like Kesha and Mariah Carey. No, that was later. I don't know. I never remember. It was a bunch of international singers. It just took off from there. So obviously, you know, the Light Elegance team in the US, they noticed that, okay, someone in Sweden is doing a bunch of stuff. Who the frick is this person? And I was posting. I was on Facebook, I was on Instagram, I was everywhere posting. They started to comment on my pictures, and that was like a huge thing. After a while, they started to share my pictures as well, which also was a huge thing. And it just slowly kind of grew the relationship between me and Light Elegance US. And eventually in 2015, so I think I started working with Light Elegance in 2014, somewhere in there. And then in 2015, I got into the Next Up Nail Artist competition. I had already been talking quite a bit with the people in the US with Light Elegance. So I reached out to them and said, you know what, I'm gonna be a part of this competition. Wouldn't it be so cool if we announce me as a brand ambassador? I will tag you in every single picture, and I will make sure to highlight and promote your brand as much as I can in combination with this competition, because it's gonna generate a lot of traffic to my social media, so you can really, you can absolutely benefit from this. And they were super excited, and we got started right away. So as soon as I was officially announced as one of the, I think, top 20, I don't know if it was top 24 or top 12, I don't remember, but as soon as I was announced, we also announced me as the brand ambassador for Light Elegance. After that, I did the competition. I wasn't allowed to be officially an educator when I was part of the competition, so we postponed that. And as soon as the competition was over a year later, we announced me as the international educator as well. So that is kind of how it happened. And you know, it's a process, and as you can tell, it started for me in 2013. It's 2018 now. That's 5 years. So don't think that this is something that's gonna happen overnight. You have to really work for it. But for me, it was just a timing thing. I think at that time, there weren't really any brand ambassadors in the nail industry. I kind of get inspired by other industries, like if it's fashion or if it's makeup or whatever it could be. I'm always inspired by other industries, and I look at the parts of that industry that really works, and could you maybe convert that into the nail industry in somehow. And that's kind of what I did with the brand ambassador. I'm not saying that I was the first one. I was probably not the first one, but I was one of the first ones, because you know, the brand ambassador thing is something that I took from outside. It wasn't something that I had seen within the industry, but after that, you've probably seen it. Everyone is kind of a brand ambassador for something, but it's cool. I mean, as long as you do your work. And that brings me to the next part of the video. How do I become a brand ambassador for a specific brand? That is something that I get asked so often. Like if it's on at my classes, on my social media, people always ask me, how do I become a brand ambassador? The first thing you need to think about is, why do you want to become a brand ambassador? Is it because you want to get free products? Is it because it sounds cool? If it's because you want to get free products and it sounds cool, don't do it. Just don't do it. Because being a brand ambassador is something totally different. It's not a glamorous, Insta-friendly thing that looks cool on paper and you get a bunch of free stuff and you can play around and you're like, whoo, living nail life. It's not like that. You need to work for it. I would say, first thing, set yourself in the company's shoes and think about, why should they name me their brand ambassador? What can I do for them? It's not about them doing stuff for me and giving me free products. It's not about that. You always need to think about, what can I do for them? What have I got that is different from everyone else? Why shouldn't everyone get free product? You need to kind of build a resume and make sure that they notice you and make sure that they view you as a business type of person, and that you know kind of what you're doing when it comes to social media, because a brand ambassador is a social media person. It's a person who knows how to work with social media to get their products out there. You are a commercial, a live commercial, 24/7. It is a lot of hard work. It is a role that you need to take very seriously, because sometimes you deal with small companies and sometimes you could be dealing with a multi-million-dollar company. You never know. And well, I mean, either way, even if it's a small business or a big or huge business, you always need to promote yourself as a serious person with a business mind, and not a person who just wants to have the fame and fortune, because that's not what a brand ambassador is all about. You are a tool. It may sound hard, but you're a tool, and they are using you to promote their products. That's how it is. If you still want to be a brand ambassador, here's what I think you should do. First of all, start working with the brand, of course. Get to know their products. Get to know everything within the line. Work with it for a while. See if you really like it. Do your research. Research about the company. Who is behind this company? What are their standpoints in different areas? How do they promote themselves? Because every single brand has a different output. Like Elegance, for example. They're fun, family-oriented, colorful, but especially very family inviting, you know, all that. And then we have, for example, I'm just picking something, but like C&D is more of a, it's more on the trendier side. They're working with runway shows, fashion shows. It's a bigger like corporation type of company. So you need to know the company that you are interested in. How do they want to promote themselves? And then you need to fit that frame, because you want them to look at you and think, well, this person is perfect. We're gonna put her right in here because she fits our little box perfectly. This is exactly how we want to be promoted. So do your research, know the product, know the company. And after that, you can start tagging, of course, the company. Use their hashtags if they have any. Use their Instagram profile, so you know, with the A and the, you tag them in your pictures and in your captions. Don't overdo it though. Don't spam. Choose the best work that you do and then use that so that they can see the absolute best, the top of the cream, the cherry on top, the best thing that you can possibly create. That is what you're gonna tag them in. You post it on Facebook, you post it on Instagram. If you have a YouTube channel, you can review their products, talk a little bit about them. After that, I think it's time to contact them personally. You send them emails, you tell them how much you, if you do, hopefully you do, how much you love the product, what you love about the product, what you love about the company, and tell them that you feel like you really fit with your own brand, because that's the thing. You're your own brand. When you're a brand ambassador, this is a brand, and then we have the brand, and then you combine that. So your personal brand has to match that company brand. So tell them a little bit about that. Like, I feel that my personal brand really fits really well together with your brand because blah, 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 blah. It has to show, like, on your every single platform that you have, it has to show and be really convincing for them that you are a perfect match. So everything you post needs to be a perfect match. Be careful with rants, like be careful with being too private, because if it's a big corporation, they don't want to bring drama into their business. So try to stay away from posts like that. Try to be a professional, be a business person, and post accordingly to that. After that, when you've contacted them, hopefully they're gonna respond. You never know, but hopefully. Just try to keep in touch with them. Send them pictures. So start sending them your photos and say that I just did this set. I love this so much. If you want to use it, here you have the pictures. Here's my Instagram. Please just tag me, whatever. Or here's my Facebook. Here's my YouTube. Make sure that they won't forget you. If you send them one email and you think that that's gonna do it, then you can forget about this right now. You need to work, as I said, you need to work hard for this. Think of it as a portfolio. Send them your work. Make sure that you are sending the photos to the right person within the company, so you're not sending it to, I don't know, someone working with the financials. You need to send it to someone that is maybe in charge of the social media. Start with that, and then you can work kind of your way up to the big boss. And also think about your Instagram feed. It is your portfolio, and you know, going back to the branding match, your Instagram feed needs to match their Instagram feed or their brand output. Always make sure that your Instagram feed is on the leak, on point, perfect in every single way. And hopefully that will lead you to get a closer relationship with the brand. Then you can start focusing on other things. But always, 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 when you're talking about, like, let's say that you have reached a point where you feel like, you know, I should definitely be the brand ambassador now, and you want to ask, you want to pop the question. Write down an email where you make a list of things that you can do for them. Same thing as I told you before. If I'm a business and then someone comes to me asking for free products, I would be, so why would I give you free product? What do I get? If you get free product, what do I get? And that's exactly how businesses work. It's not personal. It's not being cheap. It's just business. It's business. And that is something you need to keep in mind. Brand ambassador is not the glamorous nail life, being cool and being famous. It's a business thing. And that's why you need to be business minded. You need to think as a business person. So write them an email. Say, you know what? I've been working with your brand for a year, 2 years now. I've noticed that you really like my pictures and I feel really connected with your brand. I feel that we have the same ways of thinking. I think I fit your brand guidelines in a really good way, and I think that this would be a really good collaboration. So I have a suggestion. I would love to be your brand ambassador. I would say start with what you can do for them and then end with, and in return I would like to have blah 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 blah. Just be aware of that. The brand ambassador thing has grown to be a huge thing right now. Probably a lot of people are asking brands, how do I become a brand ambassador for you? And they just want to have free products. And the brand can absolutely sense that. Trust me, they know if you just want to have free products or if you want to work. So you need to show them that you're willing to work. You're willing to work with the brand. You're not gonna embarrass them in any way. You're gonna present them in a professional way, because this is what it all comes down to. You're gonna make sure that they make more money. They increase their sales. That's what it's all about. Just building the brand in general. You're supposed to be the face of this brand. So it's so important how you present yourself. Okay guys, I would say that that is the best advice I can give you. Hopefully you learned something in this video. I love talking about business things. That's one of my biggest passions. I really do love it. I love talking about social media. I love marketing. I would definitely love to do more videos like this. I'm actually gonna start doing social media classes as well. I think I'm gonna start this fall. So probably gonna be here in my studio in Stockholm to start with, and then I want to grow this and make it more international. So if I do a class with Light Elegance in Orlando, I will also do a social media style class, and I want it to be like a full day. So if you have like any suggestions on what you want to have, what would you want to get out of a class like that? Are you more into YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, like marketing? Just brainstorm me with everything you can think about. What would be your dream social media class? What would that be? That would help me so much. So just you know, comment in the comment box section below. Okay, I need to get back to my product shoot. Don't forget to follow me on my other social media, of course. Celina on Instagram, Facebook. And don't forget that I'm coming to Philadelphia and Victoria, BC now in September. I'll make sure to put the links in the description box below here as well. It's actually gonna be my last 2 classes in North America this year, so I would love to see you there. It's gonna be so much fun. The Philadelphia class is right, I don't know, I think it's before or after, I don't know, whatever. It's like a combination, so it's the class, and then if you want to go to the premiere show, which is a brand new premiere show, but yeah, in Philadelphia, you know, the premiere in Orlando, but now it's gonna be a premiere in Philadelphia. I think it's gonna be a super exciting and cool show, so you would definitely want to be there. And then yeah, Victoria, BC, I'm gonna be there doing 2 classes, and so excited about that. Seriously, I love Victoria. I think it's like one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to. And I'm also going to do something cool with Susie and Liz, so you have that to look forward. Well, I have that to look forward to, but maybe you as well. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Take care. I love you guys. Cheers.